You were the author when you wrote the book. Now you're the publisher, making publishing and marketing plans. Joel Friedlander.
You're listening to Writing Roots, brought to you by Aspen House Publishing.
Welcome to Writing Roots. I'm Lee Hull.
And I'm Lee Esses.
When it comes to marketing your book, you can wait until it's released, right? Or at least available on pre-order. You don't need to do any marketing before that.
No. The first 3 steps of the AIDA funnel that we mentioned earlier this month can be done prior to release.
Should be done prior to release. So before your book releases, you are building awareness, interest, desire. To do this, you need to develop a plan. And let me tell you, scheduling is your friend because you're going to be doing a lot of posts on social media, on your website, and keeping up to date with those, just remembering, hey, I need to do this today, is really hard. So scheduling out and planning those steps before your book releases will really help you to build those 3 things before your book is ever released for order.
So now, while your editor is editing, now is the time to draw up that schedule and then start scheduling posts with every marketing tool you have.
Before your book ever goes to its editor, you can do a little bit of marketing, but you can't really dig into the hard-hitting, here's why you want to be interested in Aware until the book is actually finished and you know how it goes and it's sent off to that editor. Once it's there, though, you have so much that you can do. It is not necessarily a time for you to pause and take a break and just relax. Yes, do a little bit of that, but be getting ready for all of those next steps in your marketing process.
And one of those things you can do is develop the cover. We do have another episode on how to develop your own, if that's more the path you want to take. But once you're done with the cover and you've settled on that, have a cover reveal. Before that, you can maybe do a poll with your fan base on whatever social media platform you are and go, hey, do you like the cover with the dragon or the unicorn better?
Before doing a cover reveal, whether or not you do the poll, you do want to tease to it, build excitement, build that awareness towards your cover reveal. And then once you have it, hopefully you have this beautifully crafted cover that's going to draw in a lot of interest and desire, sparking that desire to actually purchase the book once it's available. Make an event out of it. Make it something big that people will be waiting for, that they'll remember, hey, I want to be on Instagram at this time because I know she's going to publish this.
And your fans on the newsletter, they can get a sneak peek at it.
Once you have your cover, you can start developing the branding for the book. Items, elements, pictures that all incorporate the cover design, but in different shapes and sizes so that you can post them in different places for promotion.
That includes changing your banner on Facebook, adding a page to your website, and making sure that if you need merch for this, that all of that information is out and starting to be seen by the world in multiple ways. We mentioned a couple episodes ago that talks and interviews can be a great way of building awareness for your book. So even if you don't have those advanced reader copies to give the show hosts now, start reaching out to them. Start scheduling those interviews so that by the time you have the advanced reader copies, you can give them to people to read ahead of time.
These interviews, these live events that you do on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, all of these are shifting people from interest to desire. You're sparking that I really want to buy the book in your readers. While your book is off at the editor, you can also be sending your book to beta readers. And this is going to give you an idea of whether your fan base is going to be interested, which means selecting the right beta readers for your book.
This is also a time where you can collect reviews from people who are interested and share your target audience. So I can say, Lee Hull said that the character is great and I want to see a TV show about him, whatever it is. I know I'm putting words in your mouth. Don't do that as an author. I'm just giving an example.
This step also lets you remind people that you exist, that you have a thing coming up soon.
The biggest thing you can schedule and the most time siphoning thing you can schedule are your social media posts. If you have multiple social media outlets, make sure you schedule different types of posts and make sure they're on different days. So Tuesday can be Facebook Day, Wednesday can be Instagram Day.
There are a few occasions where you can break this rule. Like me, currently, I don't focus a lot on my Facebook because that's not where my target audience is. But I know the people who were following me on Facebook are not following me on Instagram. So I'm okay doing that cross-posting.
When you are designing the content for either your ads or your social media posts, focus in on one layer of the AIDA funnel, just moving them one step closer.
Moving them from awareness to interest, interest to desire, desire to action. That is going to help you build your audience way more effectively than anything else that you can do with your ads as you're working towards that release and launch date.
One of the things that you and I spend a lot of time doing while we have each other's manuscripts is we will plan the launch party. This tends to be at the end of this phase, but it's something that you want to do as a marketing tool. Yes, your launch party is a marketing tool.
It lets you meet your audience, interact with them. It humanizes your book because they get to see your face in reality. Whether you're doing it in person or a virtual launch party, it's still your way to interact with your audience and get them really excited and ready to purchase your book. Another step that you can do is to schedule out your freebies. People love free and cheap things. So if you are releasing book 3, about 2 months before that release date, you should be putting book 1 on sale. And about 1 month before your launch of book 3, you should be putting book 2 on sale so that those people who grabbed book 1, maybe they finished it, haven't gotten the second one yet, see, oh, book 2's on sale, let me read the second one, so that hopefully by the end of the second one, they're like, yes, I want to pre-order book 3.
If you are giving freebies away that are complete novels, like book 1 or book 2, make sure you give breathing room between these freebies, because you don't want them to collect book 1 and book 2 and then forget about it.
On top of offering free things in exchange for signing up for a newsletter, you can also offer free things for follows or reviews. I see a lot of people doing that, especially on Instagram. They will do giveaway events so that let's do a drive. Let me get to 1,000 followers. As soon as I hit 1,000 followers, I will select a random person out of those 1,000 followers to get something. Anything free should be digital only that you're giving away. Unless they're a professional reviewer and they pay you for anything that costs. But if you're just giving it out to readers, it should be free because you don't want to pay shipping for something that you're just giving away.
This is a little different from your advanced reader copies because those are specifically picked out people who will help you market your book. If you're just giving stuff away, then minimize your own cost, make it digital only.
Understand that this is a little bit limited if you're doing something like Kindle Unlimited because they have restrictions on the ebooks that you can be giving out. You shouldn't be giving out free ebooks because they have stipulations in your contract when you signed up for Kindle Unlimited.
While your editor is editing, this is the time to do your research on other authors in your genre who share your target audience and who are about the same size as you. These are the people you want to cross-promote with as soon as you can. Those freebies that we mentioned earlier, give them to people who sign up for this other person's newsletter so that you have this working relationship with them and their readers benefit from the conversation with you.
If you want to know how to do this effectively, we have a whole episode on working with other authors, so you can reference that for a little bit more idea of how specifically you can benefit and work with other authors in cross-promotion. One quick thing I do want to mention is that your advanced reader copies are going to wait until after the editor is done and the edits have been applied. You are sending advanced reader copies with the absolute best version that you can before publishing. Sometimes they will check and let you know if there are issues, but mostly ARCs are going to be almost exact copies of the final release.
Sometimes your full print front and back cover will be slightly different because you're giving these advanced reader copies to people to get a review out of them. But besides that, make sure the thing you are handing to these people is the best version of your book.
So this is the difference. Your beta readers are going to be checking for sensitivity issues or character development or just giving you general feedback. Advanced reader copies are sent to people who are going to give you reviews, help you in the marketing process. That's why you want to wait until you have the best version of your book that you can, so that you get honest and good reviews, not based on mistakes that haven't been caught by your editor yet.
All this to say, there is a lot to be doing while your book is in someone else's hands. There is a lot of information you can be gathering. There's a lot of preparation, especially in the marketing field, that comes before the book is released.
The best time to get your name out there is before the book is out there. Publishers, readers, a lot of people will look at how popular a book was when it was first released. And that's why you want to build the awareness ahead of time. You can't build awareness, you can't build interest or desire until you first
write selfishly.
If you have a question or comment for our hosts or a topic you'd like us to cover, send us an email at writingroots@aspenhousepublishing.com or find us on Facebook by searching for Aspen House Publishing.